Hey, I'm Eliza, and we're here with Hans and Felix from Bonaverde. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Are you good?
Yeah, of course we are.
We're all good. And so we have a prototype of the coffee machine that you guys are developing.
Correct.
Cool. So walk me through this. How does this work?
Yeah, let's make some coffee. I think you can do it. This is our coffee.
Yes.
We'll just turn the machine on. And then
So how many
I would say 3 spoons.
Three?
Yeah, perfect.
So how many cups of coffee is this going to make?
Well, it's probably going to make 6-7 cups, good cups.
Okay. And so these are green.
Yeah, those are green raw coffee beans.
Okay, cool. So
We'll
put the
just
coffee
close
in.
it. And then you can just press the start button in front, and then we're all set.
The roasting process starts.
Okay.
Afterwards, the grinding and the brewing will continue, and it's all at a single push of a button.
Okay. Great. And so, so what are the advantages of doing it with green coffee rather than, the ground up gross stuff that I buy at the grocery store?
With green coffee beans, it's raw. It just becomes the drinkable coffee in this machine, so it's the freshest that it can get, actually. We have 3 different processes in here. It's the roasting, and you can choose the roasting degree. So the darker you want your roast, the little longer it's going to take. So it's 3 to 4 minutes, about that. And then you have grinding, which is about 90 seconds. Then you have the normal brewing process. You can actually hear now that the first crack, and we can have a look inside if you want together. Now we have some smoke here.
Got some smoke. Is that okay?
Well, yeah, basically, if you open it, obviously you got some smoke. So that's why we close usually the lid and have a roasting process going on, and then we got a smoke reducer in here.
We cool it down properly, and then we have the grinding and brewing of the coffee.
Okay, so how much does this cost if I want to get it for my dad for Christmas?
We have that in a package for $300 now. So that's the machine. It comes with 6.6 pounds of Henry's coffee. We have the jute bag we designed from Berlin, of course, and delivery is included, of course.
Right, and this is again the prototype. So it will not be this machine under your Christmas tree, but what we're going to deliver is the new design that we crowdsourced on a crowdsourcing design platform called Javoto, where we actually ask around 50,000 designers around the world to redo the design of the machine, because obviously a prototype is nothing you want to have in your kitchen. That's why we got a whole new design.
Right, and it's beautiful. So it's like white. It's very architectural. It looks great. So who was the designer for that?
This is the cool thing.
Yeah, it's a person from Romania, and we are already a very international team. We had a mood board up, and they really tried to work with that. And we love the design, and the community loves the design. So we're really proud that happened. Oh, now we have the grinding.
Building.
Yeah.
I think we should just let it grind for a little bit, and we'll be right back.
After roasting and grinding, what is so cool about this is that you can have the freshly roasted and ground coffee right here, and you can even smell it and touch it and feel how freshly roasted and ground coffee looks like and feels like, it smells like. So what we did was interrupting the process. Usually it's all in one single push of the buttons process.
You guys just opened a crowdfunding campaign, and by the second day you had doubled your goal, correct?
Yeah, we woke up in the morning, started the campaign. 15 hours in, we hit our funding goal, and then we went to bed, woke up, we were like 150%, and I think after 32 hours we doubled it already. It was complete flash for us.
Yeah, we're still totally overwhelmed.
One of the cool things that you guys were talking about earlier before we were rolling is the fact that, this is a product that is going, it's a raw product that's going to consumers. I mean, do you see that anywhere else? It's the green beans. They're directly off the vine.
Absolutely. Basically, we ship that straight from the farm to the consumer store. And there's nobody in between. We have a total disintermediation. It's a game changer because we skip everybody else in the value chain and we give the value where it's added, and that's the farmer. We flew Henry in from Nicaragua to do the Guinness World Record for the fastest coffee from crop to cup, which basically is from harvesting, which Henry and his farm did on Monday morning, and they went to the US straight away after picking and depulping and drying, and they came over here in, 73 hours?
Yeah, we started roasting and finished. We were drinking the coffee 73 hours later. We started on Monday at the farm with a lot of help from the people there. We did it in about an hour and a half. All the picking, we picked the best beans, and because it was just the sample to bring it here, was from 62 pounds, we brought about 4.7 pounds.
Right, so basically what we want to achieve with Bonaverde is that farmers like Henry can bring their coffee straight to consumers like you. So for this to happen, we must change the way coffee is perceived nowadays as you buy roasted coffee, right? You buy a brand, you never buy a coffee farmer. Which is funny because when you look at wine, you actually go and buy a Bordeaux and you look at the winery. You don't do with coffee, and there's no reason why you do this. The only reason is that globalization and industrialization made coffee a commodity that nobody knows. And this is wrong, so we want to change that.
This revolution is about being able to have a platform where the end consumer has a choice. And the choice is that they can meet with a person like me through Facebook or through the Twitter or whatever. And now there's more ways for us to communicate in our own countries. Even though that we're far away in the mountains, we have now we have all kinds of communication, you know. And this is going to only get better. And this way, you will be able to interact with a producer that is in Matagalpa and talk about their difficulties or whatever they produce. You can see the farm. You will be able to see it live through Skype. Like I showed him my farm.
So we could Skype. Like
Well, yeah, that's what we want to achieve. It's Hangouts, Skype, chats, talk and interact with them like you do when you buy a brand. You go and approach that brand if something's wrong, or if you just want to say, hey, that's so cool that you did this. You know, why not telling the farmer how good his coffee is?
So now we're gonna taste some coffee.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Ooh, I got the pretty mug.
Right, here we go.
All right. Moment of truth.
It's going to be the freshest coffee ever.
I mean, I drink a lot of coffee, so.
Like, people keep telling us,
great.
wow, I can drink this without milk and sugar, although I usually drink with milk and sugar. And I can tell you why, because it's not sitting for months after roasting. So basically, in Germany, we say Prost. So
Close. Is that a good, like, yeah.